What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
And we're Crugers with a C. Yeah, you was excited about that one, huh?
Yes, I was.
What you was going to say?
Nothing.
You look like you was going to say something. You took a deep breath and all.
I was just getting ready.
Okay, then. All right. So what's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Oh, coming back with this fire. We finna come. I'm too gangster. We coming back with this fire.
Yeah.
Fire. That's how they be doing in the club.
Too much.
Book.
Yeah, you too hype right now.
Throwback, baby. Throwback on them. That's when I was in my...
That's what your had me.
Throwback. True. You know what I'm saying? Throwback, baby. That's good. That's good. That's good that you caught. That stands for Tampa Bay, actually.
Yes, I understand.
Since I'm from Florida, I'm going to represent Florida all day and all night. It don't matter where you're from in Florida. You could be from Waldo. You could be from... Give me another small start. You could be from Fort Lauderdale. You could be from Miami. We're going to rep Florida all day and all night. You could be from Jacksonville.
Duval.
954,
baby.
954-754-904. I don't really know nobody else in any other area. 813. What's some area codes in?
561-786.
850 Tallahassee area.
Oh yeah.
352. How we forget about 352?
386.
386. But this ain't Luda song. 386-404. Nah, we represent Florida all day. From the panhandle to the bottom, to all the way down to the Keys. Florida, baby. We represent Florida all day.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. That's what's up.
I'm gonna tell you, how that was so cool because we talking about all of these area codes, and that's funny because the title of our episode tonight is drumroll.
Phones. The power.
She don't know.
The power of the phone.
The power of the phones. The invasion of the phones.
Phones are everywhere.
Phones are everywhere.
We just gonna talk about phones.
We talking about phones. Phones do everything.
They do a lot.
They do a lot. When they used to didn't do
much,
but
talk. That's it.
Yeah. So
now you can't go without your phone.
You can't. I mean, if you could be 15 miles away from home, you're gonna turn around and get that phone.
Yes, sir.
You'll probably get your phone before you have gas in your car.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because at least if you got your phone, if I run out of gas, I could call somebody.
Mm-hmm. Somebody be running out of gas on their motorcycle. They call.
Why is you always living in the past? See, that's what's wrong with the world today. People don't want to move forward.
We moving forward. I just had to, bring that in again. It's just a reminder.
Some people stuck in the past.
Honey, I was just helping you with your example that you were giving.
They didn't need help.
Oh.
I mean, you told them what they needed to hear the last time. I could tell them what they don't need this time. They don't need my help remembering about no motorcycle when you run out of gas.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's a scary movie. But we're going to be all right in that anyway because we're going to run and we're not going to fall.
Nope.
Yes.
Not going to happen.
When the last time you watched a scary movie?
I haven't.
I don't really do scary movies.
Me either.
Yeah.
I like, what kind of movies I like.
Let's tell the people. For those who don't know, let's tell them what type of movies you like.
Christmas movies, love stories, happy-go-lucky feeling movies. I don't want to watch no scary movies.
In the middle of July, she's watching this Christmas movie.
Yes, I am. So
it's all good though. Whatever floats your boat.
Hey, y'all, that keeps them away from me.
Say what?
It keeps y'all away from me. I turn on a Christmas movie, everybody scatter like roaches.
Yeah, I can go to sleep.
Yeah, you go to sleep. Kaylin run in her room. Paige run in her room. I be by myself.
That's her peace and quiet.
I can go make me some popcorn or get a snack and eat it peacefully.
Hummus, preferably.
Yes. I just turn on a Christmas movie. If I want a snack by myself, turn on a Christmas movie.
Yes.
I'll be able to eat it by myself.
Well, Kaylin will occasionally drop in.
Yes, she will.
Talk a little bit of junk and ask you for some food.
And then leave.
Yeah. Me, personally, some of those movies be good, though.
I know, but you'll fall asleep majority of the time.
I like the one that, she kept having to redo everything because she was in, this small town. I think she was from New York or somewhere.
I forgot the name of that one, but yeah, that's a good one too.
I like that one. Now, that was one that I would watch. I probably would only watch it once. But I wouldn't watch it over and over like you did. But
well, my time of when me doing things are coming to an end. So I will be watching Christmas movies soon.
Yes.
So yeah, you can.
Because you have been extremely busy.
Yes, I have. So it's dying down slowly but surely.
How do you feel about it?
I feel great. I mean, I'm just nervous. I got 2 more final exams to do. So
let's not leave them in the dark. Let's kind of give them a backstory for the people who don't know what you've been doing. Let's let them know.
So I went and took a continuing education class for work. And I see that's going to benefit me as well in my personal life. And I also took on a job of designing a website.
Right.
So I did one for our family reunion, and they liked it. And somebody asked me to design one for their organization, and they're paying me.
Right.
So that's an adventure.
Yeah.
And first time, paid gig. So I'm doing that, and, the continuing education classes, and a wife, a mother,
always.
and working full time. And then also one of our oldest, she started her sport. So getting ready to do
and
all
it's
that.
going to be stretching. It's going to be because we're going to go from one sport
to another,
dive directly into another one. But, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's good. I'm glad that they have that athletic ability. Maybe I had it, but I really didn't implement it in school. No, only thing I played in school was crazy.
Oh.
Wow. So, I just acted a fool all the time. And then you look back and say, why did I do that?
Well, yeah, we all have those moments.
But, it turned out that, I learned a lot, and I could teach my kids a lot.
Yep.
About
those experiences.
What not to do. But I had fun when I was doing it. I'm not going to lie.
I bet you did.
I had fun. Listen, all I want to do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Doo-doo-doo. That's my jam.
You was feeling that.
I like that song.
Okay.
I really.
I see.
That song is perfect for like a Saturday morning. You just cruising through the city or whatever.
In a convertible?
If I had one.
But on your motorcycle?
I don't have a system.
Oh.
But, you got to sing it in your head. Sometimes I be on that motorcycle. I be just riding past people singing real loud.
Oh, okay.
That'd be funny. How they turn around and look like, what's wrong with him?
I know.
It's fun, though.
Got to make your own music.
You do. But let's get into this discussion and let's talk about a few things that prompted this. And let's just, cover why we talk about phones are everywhere and the power of the phones.
Well, I just heard someone else on a radio station talking about it, but they were saying that people on phones can be rude.
Right.
And being on your phone is disrespectful at times. But that made me come to you with this topic. And so we was just sitting down thinking about it, and we realized phones are everywhere.
Phones are everything.
Phones hold the power to everything. Like you said, they're everything. So
somebody probably going to listen to this on their phone.
Right. On their phone, or they're Bluetoothing it through their car their phone.
It's coming from their phone.
Right. So
thank you for having your phone on. Thank you for paying your phone bill.
Thank you for not forgetting your phone. Ooh, that's another one.
Oh yeah, we didn't think about it. That's a ripoff. But okay, so let's go ahead and hit a topic. All right. Let's first talk about the etiquette of the phone and how, because your first initial thought was people can be rude on phones.
Right. What I meant by that, just if you're talking to somebody and they strolling through social media and not looking at you, not acknowledging you, not giving you their attention, I kind of feel that's rude. Hey, I'm giving the time to talk to you, and come on, let's engage. I mean, I think it gets in the way of engaging with one another.
Right.
It's excluding that intimacy that you can have with family, with a best friend, with your spouse. That phone gets in the way.
Right.
So that was one reason I thought about. What about you?
And I think about that. Good. That's good. But I want to dive into that a little bit more because you're talking about the intimacy and that's not a creepy or weird word, you know. It's just like, for instance, if I'm going on a road trip with somebody, I'm going to bring somebody that's going to talk.
Right. And
I'm not going to, right. And forgive me, because I know a lot of times I fall asleep on you.
Yes.
But that's because you could drive good and I trust you. I don't fall asleep in the car.
Y'all start driving bad.
I don't fall asleep in the car with many people while I'm riding. But I'm going to bring somebody on a trip with me that will engage, that's going to help this trip go smooth, and that's going to keep me alert while we're going somewhere.
Make the time go by fast.
Because if you got somebody on their phone the entire time, what's the point of you coming with me?
Right.
You know, it ain't no point for you to be here. Now I understand we're not going to talk the whole trip. And then sometimes you might just get on your phone, look at stuff. But if you're on your phone more than 60% of the time, I should have just left you where you was at.
I agree.
I just how I feel about it. So
unless you the DJ, you controlling the music, or you helping the navigation system or something.
But see, that's different. That's just not you disconnecting from me.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so if I'm thinking about going somewhere, I'm going to take somebody that's going to engage. Ain't nothing more than I hate being on the road trip and somebody in the car giving everything else more attention than what we're actually doing.
Yeah.
And transitioning from that, let's talk about I had to catch myself with this several times. I was watching a concert, and the concert was from the Hidden Figure soundtrack. And it was Kim Burrell, it was Pharrell, it was all of those people who had songs on there. They were performing for the Hidden Figure soundtrack. And I just looked at the audience, and everybody had their phone up. I'm like,
recording it?
Recording.
Oh, okay.
Now, me personally, I done paid money to get to this event. I understand that. I understand if you're taking pictures or you're recording something for your memory, but really you're just going live so everybody can see it.
Right.
I think that is robbing you of your experience.
Right. I agree with that. I ain't never think about that.
Right.
I agree.
Like when I took my mama to the wrestling match, it was certain things I took. I took my phone out, and they tell you not to take your phone out, but you know, people do it. But I took my phone out so that I could get pictures that I could print for her later. Because she's a wrestling fan. I'm not, you know. And I went live before the event just to show, like, look, man, my mama here. I went to show her having fun.
Right.
Because she loved wrestling.
Right.
And so, you know, I just did a brief video of that. And then I took a couple pictures and I took a couple videos for her keepsake.
Okay.
But the entire time, I wasn't finna sit there and record. I look back at a video. Somebody recorded the entire match. I'm like, you robbing yourself of the experience.
Yeah, and wasn't that like most of the time? Aren't some of those concerts and events recorded anyway?
Yeah, and I think that's plagiarism if you really look at it. But you know, I ain't going that deep. I'm not diving that deep.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, you paid money to get here. You're robbing yourself out of the experience.
Yeah, because you want to have it recorded.
Right. Now, I think it's cool that when sometimes people be at concerts and they have their phone up and whoever's performing take the picture and take a selfie or something like that. And with them in it, with them. You know, now that's cool. That's a reason to have your phone out.
Right.
But just recording the whole time, it's like,
I don't know. I just don't think people probably think about that. Their phones are everything.
Phones are everywhere. But I think about it because I'm like, this, you know, when I took a theater class, a lot of times when you go to plays, they tell you no flash photography at all, no video at all. And they'll make this statement that each show is different because these people performing is live.
Right.
So this experience is directly for you. Because tomorrow's show might vary a little bit. It may be different. So this experience is for you.
And you might be messing with your phone, trying to get it out, putting it on silent, get it in a certain little format you want, and miss something. And you'll never be able to get that back. And it'll never, with live theater, it'll never be performed the same way. So you miss it. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I think that people don't realize. They robbing themselves of the experience for what they paid for.
Yeah, that's true. So what we said so far.
So we was just talking about just having your phone everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, and I also think phones are kind of interrupting.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they are, because they ring. You
Right.
know? But I mean, like, if you, when I say interrupting, I guess, I don't know.
Distracting.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, say, for instance, you going into a store.
Oh.
And you checking out. And you having a full-blown conversation instead of getting your money right.
That's rude.
Speaking to the cashier.
Right.
Hurry up and getting out of the line. You holding up everything because you got the phone in between your
Head,
shoulder and your ear.
You're
trying to get your money.
All you have to do is say, let me call you back.
Yeah.
It's probably the same person you've been talking to all day. You're probably gossiping about somebody.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go off on a random rant.
No, don't go off on a random rant, honey.
But you got a bucket full of groceries.
Right. I just think it just sometimes it's in the way.
Right.
You know, it seemed like you would have common courtesy for the cashier.
I have seen some stores that say, please no talking on your cell phone.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it was a bank. But I think it was a store.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because Kaylin After School Care, they have that sign there.
And why you got to tell grown people this, though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that you're going to have a conversation with somebody at, you know what? If I was I'm going to say it. If I was the cashier, I'd mess their order up. I'd make them pay more money. There's a convenience fee.
Nah, then they'll come back in there fussing.
But you shouldn't have been on the phone and you'd have caught it. No, that ain't right. Don't do that. I'm being
please
petty.
don't. Yeah, because he's being
messy. Messy Marvin.
Yeah, he's being petty. Y'all don't do that. But yeah.
Because I can't pay your bills if you get fired. You better come. You can stay in the garage for a couple of weeks. But get yourself together. Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. But it's like, it's rude.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the age we live in now that people are pretty much rude anyway, and it's accepted.
Well, yeah, I guess with different generations though, like we don't like it. We really don't accept it.
Yeah, because we come from a different place.
Yeah, I think our I was getting ready to say I think our oldest, they may accept it, but not really. I don't think so, because something happened to Paige one time and she was like, that was just rude.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Don't worry about it. But yeah.
And I think what you talking about things being rude, also dangerous.
Yes.
Like you walking across the street looking down at your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk drivers exist.
Not only that, you're leaving out of CVS. It's dark.
Salacious.
Sorry.
She's being salacious.
You're leaving out of a corner store.
You done said it now.
CVS, and it's dark, and you're walking to your car, looking down on your phone. Somebody can bop you across your head and rob you.
Right. Oh, yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah. Or they can kidnap you. Anything. Because you're not paying attention. You're looking at your phone. You're looking down.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah. And people watching you watch your phone, looking at your phone. They see that.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. I never thought about that. But another thing too, and we didn't discuss this, but what I hate is I saw this meme on social media and it was a person drowning. I know everybody probably saw this meme, and the person is drowning and everybody got their phones out.
Recording it and taking pictures.
That's real life stuff that happened.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not recording for the purpose or sake of getting information that can help, why are you letting this person like this? I saw this one and I was mad. And I don't get upset about a lot of stuff about saying on the internet, but it was this baby that had a pamper full of mess, full of poop, full of boo-boo. And the baby was playing in it and went to eat it.
Yeah.
And they were recording. Do you understand that your baby is eating doo-doo?
Yeah.
I seen several videos like that. I'm like,
yeah, that one that you talking about, it was a lot of bad comments.
It should have been.
And that's the person I was saying that I was gonna stop following on Instagram because she do stuff like that, and people comment, and they commented negatively, and then she did the little short videos with like going off on the people.
But why are you letting your child eat dookie? That,
Yeah.
you know, if it was one of those judges, I don't know where this judge from, but I watched a Varticle. That's my word, Varticle. That is my word. I don't think it's copyrighted. What's today's date so I can make sure
The 26th.
The 26th
August
of August.
26th, 2018.
All right, you heard it. So anyway, a Varticle is a video article.
Mashup. He's showing all his teeth.
I'm happy. But anyway, I was watching this article of a judge who would implement a certain type of punishment on people who did cruel stuff. So it was one lady, she had her dog like locked up. Or I don't remember how it went. But anyway, her dog was in a bad situation. So he made this lady go to the dump for 8 or 12 hours. And pretty much she was in the same conditions as her dog was in. And I'm not comparing the baby to a dog. I'm just saying the reference as the judge. The same way she sat there and recorded that baby eating doo-doo, somebody should make whoever recorded that video play in the diaper and eat some doo-doo. And you may think I'm harsh, but that baby can get sick.
Very sick.
Where you think pink eye comes from? Because you have feces in the eye.
Yeah.
And other stuff. But I think that is disgusting. You rather record it and show it to the world instead of not letting your baby eat dookie.
I know.
Excuse me for saying dookie so much. But I just thought that was nasty.
Yeah, it was nasty, and it was unnecessary, and it was some back and forth about that whole situation.
It should have been, though. That child could get sick. So we're talking about silly stuff like that. But, on a more serious note, texting and driving.
Yeah, I see that a lot, too. I see it a lot in the neighborhoods, which is, I'm not saying it's fine, but it's fine compared to where else I see it, on the interstate.
Right.
And I just was shocked. On the interstate, you're not going 15, 30, 25, 50. You going at least 75 miles per hour.
That's when you know somebody got a heavy foot. They say you're going at least 75 miles. Because I would go 70 and just chill if I'm not trying to get nowhere. But we'll let you have that. You put me out, I put you out.
Don't be acting like you drive slow.
Only when I'm in your car. I drive fast in your car.
See, I do too, but you was just getting on me.
I'm still in the speed limit, though. I ain't getting tickets. Anyway, texting on the interstate. It was one time I was actually riding fast this day because I was ready to get home. I was sleeping. I'm doing probably, what's the statute of limitations so the police won't come after me? I'm probably doing 80, 85-ish.
90.
I was doing between 80 and 85.
90.
And this SUV was black. It was one of those Jeeps. And it flew past me. And I said, what? And so something happened to where they had to actually kind of slow down because it was a semi in front of us. And I was on the side of this person. But when I pulled up beside them, they were texting.
That's so dangerous.
That's stupid.
And scary.
If you're going that fast on the interstate, it don't take but a split second for something to happen. Somebody to pull out in front of you, a motorcycle that you didn't see.
A deer.
Because it's deer on that interstate.
Or it can just be something in the road. The tire pieces from the
because you
semi.
always see that.
Yep. Something in the road.
For something to happen. And boom, now you got to pile up. Because years ago on I-75 here in the Gainesville area, it was a major pile up. Now what if and you have hills that you actually go over and you can't see, but you texting on the phone.
Yeah, and not a couple of years, probably was a year ago where cattle got loose on 75. You around here texting, and there go a cow.
Beef is what's for dinner.
There go another cow.
That could have been your dinner or your casket.
Yeah.
It don't have to be. It's not that pullover. Now I can't say that I can't be hypocritical because there are times that I have text and drive, but I caught myself. I'm like, is this really important?
Yeah, I rarely do it because the kids in the car.
Right.
I think about the kids over myself.
Right.
But I have, but I just try not to at all. If I'm doing it, I'm gonna wait till I get to a red light, or I'm wait till I get to my destination, and then I'll text or I'll just call that person back.
But it's times that I when I felt like something I needed to do it, then I would pull over.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that.
I'd rather pull over than to be texting and driving, because you never know. I mean, like I tell people, anything can happen in a split second that'll change your life forever.
Right.
But I guess I'm not going to accept that that's the world we live in. Because when I see somebody texting and driving, I lay on the horn.
Yeah, you do.
I see them texting.
Yeah, you do.
Now, I see if they're just like trying to fix their phone up on a little mount. But no, most of the time they're driving and looking down. So I scope it out for a second. And when I get to a place to where I can blow the horn and slam on brakes, this was when the person is beside me. Maybe I shouldn't be talking so much, but I'm going to say it. But that straighten them up, because now they straighten up. And the next time I pull up beside them, they ain't on their phone.
Have you ever like been beside somebody and y'all at the red light, but you kind of like jerk like you gonna go?
No, I ain't did that.
Like they texting, but you jerk like you gonna go and it make them go.
Oh, that is wrong. No, that's dangerous.
I guess that is dangerous.
That's dangerous. Where did they go? That's dangerous. No, I never did that, honey. I never did that one. But I was talking to one girl, and she said she brake check people. Now, I'm not going to do that. I done seen people brake check, like, and when they say brake check going wrong, bad stuff happen.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that one. Like, what I'm doing is it's me and this person side by side. There's not many cars on the road.
Right.
But I'm trying to get your attention.
And you done scoped them out for a while just to see if they really texting and driving.
Because I do care.
Yeah.
And then how you going to explain that? See, what had happened was, I was on. See, what had happened yeah, you under arrest. I'm not trying to go to jail.
Because not everybody texting and driving. Some people probably trying to get their
GPS.
Yep, straight, or get their music right or something, or answering the phone.
Right, because sometimes, I'm not going to call her out, but the little people on the phone can get on your nerves. You trying to get directions on your navigational system, and they take you a totally different direction. I'm like, what are you hearing that I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, everybody not texting and driving, but in Florida, it's a law.
It is?
Yeah, I don't know if it's nationwide, but if you get caught with your phone in your hand and you driving, you're going to get a ticket.
Is that here in Gainesville?
Yeah, but now do they enforce it is another question.
I don't think so, because that's where I see most of this
right.
texting.
But you got to think, you're only going to see a certain amount of police. You know, but I think that it should be a healthy fine for that, because man, people's lives, like, it's been several incidents here where people have died because of something involving a cell phone. Mm-hmm. And that's just, it's tragic at the end of the day. And you thinking about a text or something that you may just be looking at, it ain't worth your life. It ain't. And
it can wait.
And you're probably the one who not going to get hurt.
Right.
You're probably going to take another innocent person's life. So
it can wait. It's very important. It can wait. What else?
I just felt like it got dark.
It did. Let's get on the brighter notes.
So we're talking about etiquette, you know, just compared to now and when we were growing up, things have changed. Mm-hmm. They have changed majorly. Mm-hmm. First of all, everybody's accessible now.
Yes, you look in our house, even younger people.
Right. Even though Kaylin's not connected with a phone, she still can FaceTime us.
Yeah, she can.
Because she have the device to do so.
Right.
But you think about it now, everybody has a phone. And I think it's a certain time that kids should have a phone.
I do too.
Like, our times are so different now. Like, you at a certain age, I think what we did, 6th grade?
I think so. Yeah, 6th grade. 6th
grade, we allowed our kid to get a phone.
But I don't think it was because she was in 6th grade, though. I think it was because she joined a sport.
Okay.
And, well, no. Yeah, it was because she was doing basketball.
Right, and she needed a way to contact us.
Right, so that's why we did that.
That was one reason to have a phone, because I don't think kids I can't tell you what to do for your house, but our kid don't need no phone. Kaylin don't need a phone because she everywhere that we are.
Right.
So we'll pick her up, and she's never really away from us.
Right,
but
and she just go to one place the whole day.
Right. She's not mobile. She's not moving around. She's in one place for school and after school.
Right.
But our oldest kid, our middle oldest, was in sports. And after school, she would need a way to contact us. And I think that's something to think about, because you don't want your kid just talking to anybody to use their phones.
Right.
So we provided that accessibility for her to be able to contact us. But it was certain things she couldn't do. Like, you're not going to get a social media account.
Right.
It's certain ones that's made for kids that, yeah, you can get that.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be on Facebook. You can't be at the same club I'm at. That's how I look at it. You can't be at the same club that I'm where I am. But now that she's older, social media, they have social media accounts. Some of the same ones we have, but we never cross paths.
Right.
Because we're not.
But we do phone checks.
Yeah, we do phone checks. Phone checks are mandatory. Phone checks are random.
I don't know if you remember a long time ago, before Paige had a phone, she was in middle school, and she used to use other people's phones to call us. And we was in Walmart one time, and this lady called your phone back.
Right.
And she asked who you was and this and that, and you had to explain who you was.
Right.
Because her grandchild, it was her grandchild's cell phone. She was giving her grandchild a phone check, but your number was in there.
And I'm a grown man
and you're a grown man who answered the phone. But Paige called you from her grandchild's phone. And I think she later on called my phone too. She later on called my phone too.
Right.
So she was doing a phone check. Right. Because she wanted to know what's going on in her granddaughter's phone.
And she was right.
And she was right about that. So you had to explain who you was. And I believe she called my phone too.
I think she did.
We had to explain who we was.
And don't get offended.
No.
Because
she's doing the right thing.
She is doing the right thing, because it's a bunch of perverts out here. Let's just be frank about it. Not saying that Frank is a pervert, but that's my little joke of the day. But it's a bunch of perverts out here, and you don't know who your child is calling. And that was one of the reasons we got her a phone.
Right.
Because we didn't, want that. So I applauded her, and I said, thank you for doing that. Because more people need to take accountability of what their kids are doing.
Yeah.
So she called, and she checked me, and she was like, well, yes, ma'am, blah, blah, blah. I said, my wife is right here with me. I said, my daughter plays sports, and she probably used your granddaughter's phone to call me to pick her up from school. I said, but I'll let you speak. No, she spoke to you.
Okay.
I let her speak to you. And then she verified my story. And that was only right.
Yeah,
you have to protect your children. And this don't have nothing to do with phones, but it does take a village to raise one child.
Yes, it does.
It does. And it was times like when my daughter was in sports that her friends needed a ride, but I wouldn't give them a ride unless I talked to their parents, because I don't want my child getting in no car with just any guy, even if he is her friend's parent.
Right. If
I haven't talked to your parent, I'm sorry, but your kid is not getting in the car with me, especially a girl.
Exactly. Oh, right.
So and that was one thing that was always clear. They would never ask me for a ride because I haven't talked to your parent. And first of all, if your parent is your mother only, she need to talk to my wife first. So that's just little boundaries,
Yeah.
I ain't mean to get off and go into all that.
That's okay.
But somebody probably didn't know that.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so
everybody's accessible, but I remember a time when we weren't as accessible as we are now.
Yeah, it was no.
Wait, first, did you have a phone growing up, like your own? When did you get the first cell phone?
Ooh, I ain't get a cell phone until I went to college,
and I had to upgrade her. It's a whole story to this. I had to
Yes. Yes, I didn't get a cell phone until I went to college, and that cell phone had the card. What was the card called?
The SIM card?
No, the card where you had to load your minutes.
Whoa, yes. I remember those.
I had one of them.
But you was balling after 9. You was balling after 9 o'clock. I remember having one of those phones.
I had one of those, and then of course, after 9 o'clock, everything was free.
And weekends too, right?
And weekends, I think, I had that. And then I went, then you went to Metro. Metro came.
We didn't have Metro here. We had Alltel or something like that.
Okay.
And Sprint, which is a ripoff. I don't care if they hear me say that.
You're being salacious.
No, I'm bad mouthing them. A ripoff.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts about them.
Oh, I had Sprint, and then everybody had the Nextel, the little beep beep.
We can kiss that sponsor goodbye.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Oh, I don't take it back either. But Nextel, you had a Nextel with the chirp.
Yeah,
I couldn't get the chirp phone. I think it was too flashy for me. And then people just be wanting your number who don't even talk to you. So
they just can just chirp you.
Yeah, I pretty much stayed away from that. I'm low key. Don't be all up in my business anyway. So we had that. Now, do you remember when phones you didn't text so much?
Yeah.
I remember it was like crazy when how phones have evolved over the years.
Texting was aggravating back then. Or are you just talking about?
Like people text now as a form of communication.
Yeah.
When texting first, it was hard to text because first of all, you had to push every button. If you want to get to one letter, you had 1, 2, 3. That's that number.
Yeah. No, texting wasn't fun back then. But like you said, now only people communicate that way.
Right.
They don't want you to call them on their phone.
I'd rather you call me.
Me too. Unless
it's in a situation to where I can't talk. I'm never too busy really to talk. I'd rather you call me and let me say, hey, bro, let me call you back. I'm busy, instead of you texting me because I might not read that text.
Yeah. But, honey, you like conversation. A lot of people don't. Everybody not built that way.
If they want to talk to me, you better call.
But you know what? That's funny that you say that.
Oh, here goes some shade.
It's coming. Let me
see that shade on my face.
I'm getting ready to throw the whole tree.
Shade.
The whole tree so you can get all this shade.
Get to it. Let's get it over.
You talking about just call you. You don't answer your phone at all. Sometimes I be having people text me asking where you at. Oh, he sleep. I remember when we first got married, y'all, I used to get so mad. Him and Paige. I would not call them if I'm in trouble because they ain't going to answer their phone at all. I can be... Why are you so quiet?
I'm not going to say anything.
You're so quiet.
I'm just going to let you vent.
Conversation.
Just vent and not dwell.
Yeah. That's a good one. But yeah, he would not answer his phone. I used to have to call him 2 or 3 times. I'm like, honey, why? That was arguments. You know, that caused a lot of arguments in our marriage in the beginning because he would not answer his phone. I just did not get it. I'm like, you need to be more aware of what's going on around you. I mean, I used to go off. But yeah, don't call him a Page if you're in trouble. They ain't going to answer their phone. He mute right now.
You done?
Maybe.
Now let's talk about this. Watch her, excuse me. I'm at work.
That's it.
Now who don't answer their phone?
That's the only time I do not answer my phone. Paige asked me the other day if it was between you and her who I called. Neither.
I wouldn't call Paige because all you're going to get was, hey, it's the voicemail.
Yep.
That thing make me mad.
I call my mom and she all the way in Fort Lauderdale. I call her. She'll help me faster than y'all do.
I have nothing to say.
The people I live with.
I have nothing to say. Girl, you know if you in trouble, I'm going to be there. Even my feet hurting or not, girl, I'm going to be running.
All right, Tenderfoot.
I'm going to be running like Will Smith and Bad Boys.
All right, Tenderfoot.
Shirt flying open and everything. I'm going to get there.
Yeah, that'll probably be after the 100th call.
I'll still get there.
Yeah, you will.
But you don't be in trouble. I'm glad you don't.
Thank God I don't be.
Because I know somebody will call me if you're in trouble. But I don't intentionally not answer my phone most of the time be on silent because I leave class. I put my phone on silent in class. Like, the reason why I started putting my phone on silent because my phone used to say who was calling. Your mother is calling.
What phone was that?
That was the phone before we switched to iPhones.
Oh, okay.
Your mother is, like, if you program the number, your mother is calling.
Your phone was fancy, huh?
Yeah. Oh, didn't it? Your Wi-Fi is calling. It don't say wifey. Your Wi-Fi is calling.
I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi is calling. Yeah. And that's when one dude said, dang, your phone tell you who called? I said, yeah. And I was embarrassed because we was having like a real tough conversation. And it was like, your mother is calling.
Oh, that mama's baby. Yes, he is a me. As you
Let me stop before you get stuck and can't come out of it.
Yeah, I know.
Because you get gone when you be doing that. But let's talk about the evolution. Mm-hmm. Now, we talked about cell phones. We talked about a few things as far as distractions. Mm-hmm. Let's take them back.
Throwback.
Way back. Back in the time.
Far back.
Back when your phone was taupe.
That one color. That was that default color.
Or beige. Or green. Matter of fact, let's go back a little bit further. Mm-hmm. When you had the dial with the rotary phones. That phone with that, man, you can't be in trouble. Why did 911 have to be 911 on a rotary phone? Because if you mess up, you got to start all over. 9 1.
Shoot, that person will probably come capture you before you finish dialing the number.
Man, but I'm telling those phones, I don't know if y'all know about a rotary phone, but they were the phones that they had like a circular dial. A circular and dial is the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. It don't matter. Anyway, you had to 1 through 9 and 0. So you had to dial the 9 and wait for that phone to spin. 9, 6, and don't mess up because you got to start all the way over again.
Thank God those phones went away.
Yes. So then you went from those to touch tone phones.
Right.
Now you was balling when you had that and you had that rotary phone. That was speed dial.
And you was also balling when you had that long cord, boy. If your phone was in the kitchen, that phone gonna go everywhere.
What movie was that on?
Which one?
Was it I'm Gonna Get You Sucker or Don't Be a Menace that they had that phone cord on there? It was one of those movies that had a phone like that. I mean,
I remember House Party when Shireen was on the phone.
No, that was one, but it was what did they call it? One of those, I can't think of the name of it. One of those movies to where they make fun of the other movies.
Oh,
it was a Wayans movie. Anyway.
Oh, Don't Be a Menace to Society. Why something in the hood?
Something like that. And they had that phone with the long cord. My grandma had one of those phones.
I think everybody had one of them. Everybody grandma.
This phone was in the central part of your house, and it could reach the furthest.
The kitchen.
It could reach, the kitchen at my grandma's house was right there.
Okay.
So this phone would reach every room.
Y'all don't act like y'all know what we talking about. Y'all done had that phone.
I done realized something. That's why people was able to exercise back in the days because they had to walk to do everything. They had to walk to take the phone.
Yep.
They had to walk to change the TV.
Yep.
Your kids were your remote back then.
Yes, they were. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that phone cord would reach everywhere. But I used to hate when the phone cord was messed up.
Yeah. Oh. You mean like at the end, like where it went in the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that connection. Hey, now. You know, that was the worst.
Y'all act like breaking your phone. Oh, you breaking up. Y'all act like that's new. No,
that's old.
It's old.
But you remember on cell phones, you used to get roaming charges.
I remember
when
that.
you was in the area that wasn't covered. But we don't have that too much now. Man, but yeah, those phone cords used to mess up, and that was the worst. Then the invention of star 67 and star 69.
What was 67? I don't remember.
Star 67 would block your number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Star 69 was what?
You can see who called, the last person that called.
Right. So, wait, what came first?
I don't know which one came first.
What came first? Caller ID came.
Yeah.
And then you were able to see who, and that's when people start getting selfish and bougie, like, oh, I ain't talking to them.
Oh, what about machines? What they was called?
Answering machines?
Answering machines.
Answering machines. And let me tell you, we still have answering machines, but half of y'all don't know how to use them because they are full. Delete your messages. Mm-mm. Yeah, we still got voicemail.
Yeah, but no, you know how I used to play in the house? If you come home, you mash the button and you hear all your voicemails.
You guys were a little bit more advanced than we were.
And then you had your personal recordings. This is the Hankersons. We're not home.
Yes, we didn't have that. It was always somebody at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
Only time it wasn't somebody at my grandma's house was Sunday mornings because we was at church.
Oh, y'all was at church.
Right. But, you know, speaking of answering machines, I guess everybody was an answering machine because everybody was there. Mm. Everybody was at my grandma's house all the time.
Did y'all ever get in trouble if y'all ain't never give a message to somebody?
No, because everybody was there.
Everybody was there.
And all you had to do was say, because somebody going to ask who was there on the phone, we'll say so-and-so called for this person. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes we'll just write it down.
Oh, okay.
We had a little place to write it down. I think that came over time. But speaking of everybody being there, you remember people's phone numbers back then.
Yeah, you did.
You remember, I can remember my aunt's phone number because you had to, because like I say, you was the remote. You was so my grandma would say call, so she'll say call sister. That was what she called her sister. So I would have to take the phone off of there and dial the number. So I remembered those numbers.
Oh, okay.
You know, matter of fact, my grandma number is still some of my passwords.
I was just
today.
getting ready to say that. People still have those numbers.
Those numbers were older than you.
Yeah, my grandmama number is older than me.
That's an old phone number.
Don't do that. That's not necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
And it still work.
Yeah. People don't even have. We have landlines. Does that make us old?
Yeah, it does.
It's okay.
Yeah, we have a landline, but we stay in the boonies too.
Right, right. You need, it really don't help because if the power go out, we still can't use it.
Yeah, that's true. And then we got to go in a certain part of the house to use the cell phone so we can get some bars to call. But
one thing I like about, like, just talking about that setting when you had the one phone, your family was a lot closer.
Yeah.
It seemed like to me. Maybe that's me looking back being old, but older. But your family was more together because someone could call my grandma's house and talk to my mama, my auntie, my uncle. They could talk to everybody in the house, and you were more connected to your family. Like right now, I have a bond with my older cousins, like my mama cousins, put it like that. And that's because when they used to make those calls, you used to talk to them. And I think that's why I like for people to call me rather than text, because I could connect with you. I could hear your voice.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So I think that's what it is for me.
Oh,
Lordy.
So warm.
Don't make me feel so warm inside.
Yes.
I'm a man.
I know you're a man.
I'm a man.
You got to make that face.
I'm glad I don't look like that. I'm a man. But I like connecting with people, so I'd rather hear your voice. And I'm going to say this too.
Who voice you rather hear?
Yours, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Straighten it up. Get it right.
But it's certain things like people take for granted. And I got to tell y'all, I'm finna dive deep. I've been very sentimental during this episode.
You've been so deep lately.
I ain't trying to be. I'm just being real. You heard me? I'm just being me. But it's certain things we take for granted. And I think that this is a life lesson. If Paige was here, she'd be like, oh, Lord, here go a life lesson.
Really, Dad?
Yeah. You got to stop taking stuff for granted. Like, for instance, my mama used to call me. Well, she do call me every day. Right? Every day. But the time that she called is when I'm getting ready for work. Now, sometimes I may be in a spot to where I can answer the phone. Sometimes I may not. So if I don't answer the phone the first time, guess what's going to happen?
She going to call you.
She going to call back. If I still can't answer, guess what she going to do? She going to call back. And if I don't answer that time, she going to call the house phone. But stuff like that, we could look at it and say it's aggravating us, but you got to stop taking that stuff for granted because somebody wish that they could talk to their mama or their uncle or brother or sister. So let the aggravation be something of joy, because I look back and I like, man, I remember talking to this family member, but they're not here no more.
Right.
I remember this person used to call at this time. Nobody would call during Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy, though.
No, because that's what it was. And it was in there watching that.
Everybody, but after let's say after Double Jeopardy, that phone gonna ring. I don't really think people watch Jeopardy as much as they did Wheel of Fortune, especially at our house. But
they probably considered that late. Oh, I better call so and so before.
It's a time. I don't really try to call people after 9:30 now.
Yeah.
Certain people who I just like, I don't care. I call them anytime.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try not to call people after 9:30.
Yeah, unless you really know that it's. You think it's lame?
I think that's late. Late. No, late.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unless you really know that person and you know they up.
Yeah. Because I don't really have people that I call that late.
Mm-hmm. You better not be calling nobody that late.
I'm a businessman. See my face? I ain't worried about what she's saying.
Trying to be so thugged out.
Trying hard to understand God, as you would say.
Let me take my sin.
It's our sin.
Okay.
So I gave you my name that became ours. Okay? All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm glad we got that understanding.
Sure.
But the power of phones.
Yeah.
Phones are everywhere. Phones are good.
Yeah, but what about the devices for phones?
Oh, yes. Let's talk about this.
I was talking about this. I got to talk about my mama. I love you.
I love you. And I got somebody I got to talk about.
But boy, them headphones. Like I said, I can call my mama. If I need her, she going to answer her phone. But you got to wait for her to put them headphones in her ear.
Wait, now, I can't talk about this because I'll be a hypocrite because I do the same thing with my headphones.
Yeah, I do. But my mama, she is the best at it. She'll answer her phone and you, hold on, I'm coming. Boy, that be them headphones traveling through that purse all the way up to her hand so she can put it in her ear.
You gotta untangle them, so I know.
Sometimes, that be that too. She be untangling them. Then you hear it going in her ear. Hello, hey, Shelby. What's up, honey? Hey, I know my mama gonna answer her phone. I know I gotta wait a little bit.
I gotta wait. It's gonna take 5 minutes, but when she gonna answer. Now I'm gonna tell you about a device that I hate. These Bluetooth things. Oh, I can't find them. Now my sister is the worst, and I love you too, but I gotta tell it like it is. These Bluetooth things that people have around their neck. Mm-hmm. And they take them out and put them in their ear to talk. Let me tell you, you don't have to yell in them things for people. Listen, the louder you yell, the less chance I have of understanding what you're saying. Those things are so, and my sister talk loud. So her talking loud, and then when you like, I can't understand what you're saying, she talk louder. Now I really can't understand what you're saying. They just, all you have to do is talk. That's all you have to do is talk like this. And I learned that from you in the car.
What?
Like the Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you talk on the Bluetooth in the car, I'm like, why are you talking so low? But you're clear.
Oh.
Like me, I'm thinking you have to talk loud because you're over all of the other distractions.
Yeah.
But you don't have to yell. Listen, Bluetooth, when you're on a Bluetooth device, they should make a vertical, that's my word.
Oh, Lord.
About how to use those things because people yell in them. And you do not have to yell.
Oh, gosh. It's funny. Those devices are just funny. Definitely with my mama.
Yeah.
It's just too funny.
But I can't say nothing because it's plenty times when I have headphones in my ear and then I can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
But I think those are only bad. Oh, I got a smooth device for my phone. What? It's like you can lay in the bed, you can put it around your neck and clip your phone on it.
Yeah, when he first got that. When he first got that device, he was putting. I got a video of that. I need to find it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. He popped himself in the chin.
I was trying to learn how to work it.
He was trying to learn how to work it. He looked like he was getting ready to go fly a plane. It just was funny.
It's cool, though. And you don't have to sit here and hold your phone. You just put the thing around your neck and you clip your phone in it and you can just watch like whatever you're watching. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, some of the devices are cool.
Yeah. So they have some good devices.
Yeah.
But I think I cleared my mind about cell phones and telephones, the evolution of phones.
The power of phones.
And don't have your phone at the dinner table. Spend that time with your family.
Yeah.
Now, I am telling you what to do right there. Now, I don't care if you don't like it.
You got to communicate.
Right.
Got to talk to them kids.
They got to know what's going on.
How was your day?
Make them feel important because they are. Make your wife feel important. Sometimes when you go into bed, put them phones down.
Yeah,
talk to each other.
Have some quality time. Netflix and chill.
Boy, because you might get lucky. I'm just saying. So put your phone up.
Netflix and chill.
Your grown self.
I was married.
Yes, you are. And I'm glad you are. But that's where I'm at with it. I'm good. And I thank you guys for watching and listening and tuning in. Don't forget, every Sunday we post a new episode.
Yep.
Every Sunday. If you really is really going up Saturday night at 12 a.m.
All right now.
So that's Sunday morning at 12 a.m. 12:01-ish. But if you really want to get early, that's when you can watch. Then we upload on YouTube later in that week. So until the next time, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby. And we're Crugers with the C.